Grocery prices are out of control. The cost of eggs and milk has skyrocketed. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce. We will redirect city funds from corporate supermarkets to city-owned grocery stores, whose mission is lower prices, not price gouging. These stores will operate without a profit motive or having to pay property taxes or rent, and will pass on those savings to you. They'll partner with small businesses and nearby farms and sell at wholesale prices. The job of city government isn't to tinker around the edges while 1 in 4 children across our city go hungry.
You serious?
Socialism is rearing its ugly head yet again. Yes, the economic system, where basically the government controls the means of production, is finding new life in the form of Zohran Mamdani. All right, so this leftist Democrat is promising to make your life better by, of course, enacting government-run grocery stores. But the only problem is that whole narrative is about to blow up in his face in real time. So before we get these clips, don't forget to like and comment on this video so we get through the algorithms. Here we go.
When we talk about grocery stores, I've put forward a proposal for a pilot of 1 grocery store in each borough. These are 5 grocery stores that would cost $60 million in a city budget of more than $113 billion. And ultimately, the reason that we are so excited by them is we've seen that they've worked in Kansas. We've seen that when a feasibility study was done in Chicago, it was shown to be something that was not only feasible, but pressing and urgent in an urban setting. And finally, it costs less than half of what the city's already set to spend on subsidizing corporate supermarkets without any guarantee of cheaper prices, any guarantee of collective bargaining agreements, or that they accept SNAP or WIC.
Well, you take me to my next question about grocery stores. Some executives, including one of the top grocery stores owners, billionaires, threatening to shut down his supermarket in the city. John Catsimatidis, who runs Gristedes grocery chain, you're probably very familiar with him. He said this on Election Day, quote, "If the city of New York is going socialist, I will definitely close or sell or move or franchise the Gristedes locations."
So that interview on Meet the Press was from about a month ago. And of course, Zohran Mamdani is expressing his love of socialism, how he wants to open up government-run grocery stores because, of course, it's going to end up saving the consumers money. And as an example, he actually mentions we already have some of these socialist grocery stores existing in the country. And he appears to reference Kansas City. But there's a problem. That store in Kansas City is actually failing because, hey, that's what socialism always does.
As a voice for everyone, we're following up on tips we received from viewers about deteriorating conditions at the Sunfresh grocery store in the Linwood Shopping Center off Prospect.
First off, the smell. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I watch people walk in and walk out.
The grocery store has received financial assistance from the city, but has been unable to keep those shelves stocked in an area that in the past has often been referred to as a food desert.
Around here, a good thing don't last too long.
And it will impact a lot of people and a lot of families.
KSHB 41 News reporter Alyssa Jackson went to the store to witness it for herself and is amplifying the voices of frustrated customers and community leaders.
It's clear this Sunfresh at 31st and Prospect is struggling. This is the first section people see when they come in. There's barely any produce. A lot of the coolers and shelves around the store look the same way, empty. So shoppers have been asking us, if the store isn't closing, then where's all the food? A rotten smell comes through the door, and anywhere you turn, you'll see products that need to be restocked. No hot food or deli.
There was a time this store was on life support. I can tell you today, right now, it's damn near dead.
This is a new low, even to people like Pat Clark, who've watched the store go through its ups and downs.
30 days ago, hell, we look like a grocery store again.
The city owns the Linwood Shopping Center. A nonprofit operates the grocery store. Public and private investments are in the millions of dollars for the center. The nonprofit didn't respond to a request for comment. I did ask the mayor's office if the city had plans to step in and consider additional funding. The office responded, the city will work closely with store ownership and all neighborhood stakeholders to support the long-term viability of the store based on normal revenues from customers and area consumers.
Where is the money at? I'm asking where the money is.
The shelves could indicate the future of the store.
Come in here. Look what's going on.
They also say a lot about how much patience people have left.
Let the store close. Everything on this lot start to fail, then whose problem is it then?
Alyssa Jackson, KSHB 41 News.
So this, of course, is Zohran Mamdani's example as to what he wants to do in New York City, right? A socialized grocery store. And of course, it is falling flat on its face. Now, of course, before this got socialized, it was probably failing due to a whole bunch of theft and mismanagement. However, once the government stepped in and started dumping in millions of dollars with, of course, the help of the nonprofits, it still isn't turning a profit. And this thing, of course, is going to go bankrupt and go away, adding to the food desert that we heard of in this story. But of course, the left is still going to cry foul and say that, oh, socialism just wasn't done the right way in this case. But trust me, we will get it correct the next time we try it. How many real world examples do we actually need of socialism failing before the left finally wakes up? And of course, the answer to that is infinite examples, because it's just not being done properly, okay? But of course, in our own lifetime, we have seen a country like Venezuela turn to a complete socialist system, right? You have the government coming in and taking over basically all private production. And now what's happened? Well, you have food shortages. You have supply shortages. You have people trying to leave that country in droves because it can't support them. And right now, by the way, Venezuela has an average annual income of $3,800. They used to be one of the wealthiest nations in South America, but then, of course, some economic woes led to the rise of socialism, and they haven't recovered since. Now, to be clear, when I talk about socialism, I'm not talking about high tax and spend countries like Norway or Sweden who have big social programs. I'm talking about actual socialism, the economic engine of communism, right? And of course, if this is all so great, if it worked so well, then places like China would be much better off than the US. But of course, if you look at China, which by the way is a communist country with a socialist program, their average salary is about $5,800 per year. And the only way they've really been able to grow their economy is by allowing a quasi-capitalist system. So, of course, we have example after example of socialism, of communism, of all these left-wing economic policies failing around the world, and a lot of them in our lifetime. But, of course, the left is always going to try to prop this up as the next big thing that's going to save American citizens' lives. Never mind the fact that it's all been tried before and has failed every single time. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and say hi to your mom for me.
And socialist governments traditionally do make a financial mess. They always run out of other people's money. It's quite a characteristic of them.
Do you like t-shirts? Of course you do. And now you can support the channel by buying an Angry Teacher t-shirt designed by me, Angry Teacher. So if you like America, if you like freedom, if you like liberty, then go ahead and click the link in the description, where all designs, of course, are 100% mother approved. So enjoy yourself and find something you like today.